Hello everyone, Pierce Nation here. Welcome to my Blue Eyes video review, and I'm going to be reviewing your comments on what you said about the Blue Eyes deck, and we will go over things together. So without further ado, let me get to that. Let me get actually onto my channel. So here we are. Welcome to Pierce Nation. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We have 65 subscribers, as you see, and we will be going over every single video that I have done so far to this point later on. But more specifically, we're just going to be going over the Blue Eyes deck and what I've done to it since I have read you guys' comments. So like literally, I'm just going to tell you a few cards that I have fixed and stuff like that. And we're gonna start with Dragius here. Again, he was just talking about my mat. He said, "Love the mat, looks cool." Literally, I've got it at regionals last year. It was a good mat. Again, I basically get a mat every time I play, and the two that I have, lucky enough, they're both right here. They are Blue Eyes and Drytron. So the Drytron was the rarest one I found, because this is the only Drytron mat you can actually find. And I got it for entering regionals. Well, there were two different regionals event. One was at the beginning of the year, one was at the end of the year. Which that one that has Shining on is pretty cool. I got it second before I got the Drytron one. Drytron one I got at the beginning of the year because they were trying to make Drytron so hype. But beyond that, yeah, that's where I got my mats from. Let's see. What other comments? Let's see. He said okay. Yeah, I think they are selling them on eBay. Dragius, if you have not done it yet, I'm pretty sure they're doing it on eBay. If I'm saying your name wrong, let me know. Juan Elias. Try taking out the non-Blue Eyes monsters. Add trade-in for and consonants plus running Piercing the Darkness. It be broken consistency. Okay, that's not correct spelling, but we're gonna ignore that. We're not taking out Piercing the Darkness because Piercing the Darkness is what makes the deck go off in the first place. It's not broken consistency, because Piercing the Darkness is literally a drawing machine. Because every time you summon a normal monster, you draw one card. Plus, it has the protection from that card too, which I have the card right here, like I always do. Piercing the Darkness, it's very good because you don't have to special summon to get this draw effect. You can normal summon it too. You don't have to do that. Once the card is played, basically if you control that normal monster, a fusion, and Xyz that has a normal monster to it, which is very easy to do in Blue Eyes, you can take your opponent's highest monster and add it to the attack. So, and this doesn't go away in, like, let's say you get attacked. No, it doesn't go away. Like, you continue to have this. Which is why I added a special card. Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Don't know if you can see that. There you go. Blue Eyes Twin Burst. I added Twin Burst because of that effect. And I took out Galaxy Eyes Tachyon 107. Because I feel like if I have those, then, and Piercing the Darkness on at the same time, which getting into Twin Burst is not that hard since you don't have to fuse it. You can literally just send the materials to the graveyard and you have it. I feel like it's a pretty good little, good little gamble there. So, I feel good about that. Obviously I'm not taking out my Piercing the Darkness. So I mean, that is what it is. Like, trade-ins and consonants. I have a trade-in in this deck, don't I? I think I do. I think I literally just put one in it because I didn't like the I know it did. It's somewhere. I'll let you know how. 1 trade-in, 1 cards of consonants. Yeah, I've got them in here. They're in here now. The only reason I put them in there is that if I get those cards, I can draw. But again, you're running on ifs, not when. Like, it's like, oh, you're running on when with Piercing the Darkness. Yeah, but Piercing the Darkness isn't going to guarantee me a win. That's why there's all these other cards in here, like Blue Eyes Solid, two Spirit of Whites. There's Nebulas in here, which aren't Blue Eyes, but they are searchable. So, I mean, that's why I run those cards. Let's get on to AC1D. Fox Die here. He said, super happy you made top 8, but what do you fight the metagame 1 with no real outs? Anything important? Again, Piercing the Darkness. You could use Hard Earth Chaos if you can exceed into it through Dragoulion. You can negate effects there, or you could go into Numeron and you can hit him for about 9,000. That would be my ultimate play. Also, you could go to the Harbinger. That's a good one there. Or if you could get into the 5-headed Link Dragon, which can't be affected by card effects, and he's got 5,000. The only drawback to the 5-headed Link is you have to banish, I think, was it 5 cards? Let's see. Yep. You have to banish 5 cards from your graveyard. But the deck floods itself out so well that you really don't have to worry about that. I wanted to write that in there, but I was like, why don't we just wait a week and do a video on it? So, yeah, literally, that's how that works. I think it's actually been like 2 weeks now. But, yeah, so I'm a little late to it. Again, like I said, Piercing the Darkness and extra deck shuts down the game, which is what I just explained. Yeah, definitely look into Piercing the Darkness, and you ain't gonna worry about Blue Eyes Shining. This deck is modeled for the next format. If you are you really wanting to know, it is modeled for the next format. People, I seen someone comment and it got blocked. I think it was Juan, but he said, try taking out Shining. No. I'm not taking out Shining. Shining is literally the deck monster. That's why this deck is so good. I have people that kaiju Shining. So I'm not going to take out my Shining because he's what makes this deck right now. I'm not going to try to butcher that. Blue Eyes top. Yeah, Blue Eyes top. I said hell yeah. Because I love Blue Eyes. I really want the cards when they come out. He said cool build. Again, thanks man. I really do appreciate it. And the guy's asking, you know, why 3 True Light? Again, I said more chances to pull it. True Light can search the spells and traps. Specify Blue Eyes White Dragon that are not in the field or in the graveyard, which is true. And also, forgot to say, you could special summon Blue Eyes from the hand or graveyard. So, again, True Light's really good. That's why I run it as a 3 of. So, I think that is everyone's comments on the Blue Eyes White Dragon one. But let me go back to my channel, and as you can see, we do have 65 subs. If you want to sub, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. We're going to get to the Blue Eyes meta deck format, which is, this is what's looking to be the next, you know, wave of Blue Eyes format for me personally. But again, this is just a test run. And we go here, and I've got one guy that, you know, gave his feedback, and he said I would like for Shining to be good. Then a Chaos variant. I'm not sure what he means by that. He said it's highly searchable. Plus, if you run 3 melodies like you should, the thing is, alternative ultimate does everything it does without needing an extra card in the hand. And doing more. Shining can negate 1 target per turn. That is not correct. Alternative ultimate cannot be targeted at all and needs some resource as normal ultimate edition, it can destroy 3 cards on the field if you used an alternative to summon it, which is true. I do like that part of it. Again, I have replied to this guy, so don't point it off like I haven't like talked to him. As you can see, we literally had a little bit of a chat, a discussion. I do agree with these 2 right here. 3 of the melody. I could run a 3rd melody. I had to see like when these cards come out though, and I'd have to test run it to see, because I don't know about that. But definitely the Tyrant of D should have been a 3, and I fucked that up when I made the video. Running bingo is fine. You're damn right it's fine, dude. Like you have to run 3 bingo in order to get what you're looking for. He said, but honestly, none of it is that great. Just don't try something in between. No. Drop solid completely. Hell no. That'll never happen. Run hand trap. Dude, no. We're not running hand traps. Blue Eyes will not do well with hand traps. These are a no-go, dude. I've ran it with hand traps. It doesn't work. And have way better synergy with your core searchable by Sage or recycle by Tyrant Wing. Nah, we're not running that shit. Nope. That won't work. Run 1 or 2 alternative and run some Chaos Dragon. Okay, so let me go ahead and explain to you why I run 3 alternatives. Okay, like literally I have 3 alternatives. One, here's my second, and my third's probably over here. Yeah, I'm still running the 3 alternatives, which I thought I was. Let's make it short. Again, I'm still going to run the 3 alternatives because I'm baiting on Piercing the Darkness to help me out there. The 3rd alternative is not to go, on the field. It's to go to the graveyard first, and then True Light will pick it up from there. So that's why I run alternative as a 3 of. Because you say, well, you shouldn't be able to get that far in the game. Yeah, you will. Because Piercing the Darkness will literally have your opponent at bay where they really can't do anything. They'll hit every now and again, but then Blue Eyes will come right back if they can't bounce True Light, which 6 and 2 they have bounced True Light. It's not very likely, but they can bounce it. Yeah. Again, we're not using this shit. An Albaz, hell no. We're not using branded shit. Again, I said I like the idea, but solid helps get it out quicker. It does. Solid really gets Blue Eyes out, like, immediately. Like, as soon as you summon a card, take Solid back in that deck. I'm not leaving him out there. And if they try to use an effect on him, he still gets it. And that effect is negated. That's how that works. Like, he completely negates your effect. Like, you can't, like, do any defense. The minute he summons Blue Eyes, it's negated. Like, you can't do anything. He'll always be able to do it. You can't, when he does that, you can't even effect veil him because it will not go through. Because currently, I do not control him. I control Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, like I said, his effect is right there. Like, you cannot get around Solid. I said because I never can get... Yeah, like I said, I only run the 2 melodies because I never get the card until it's at the bottom of the deck. Like, literally. I can literally grab the last 10 cards right now. 2, 3. There's a melody right there. Is there another one down here? No. There was literally one of my 2 on the bottom. I just said that. Like, seriously, like, it's always at the bottom. Is there even any at the top? I'm just gonna grab top 10 cards and we will see right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 11. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, yeah, you could pull it, like, if you run it as a 3, like, yeah, it's got a percentage, but not really. So I really don't like it. Again, like I said, it's not searchable, and this deck will flood itself out, which is what Piercing the Darkness does. So again, they'll flood themselves out. You can't really worry about it. However, Binger is good, as you agreed. Helps get True Light and other Blue Eyes non-monsters. Also helps get the monsters too. I've left that out. I don't know why I said that. And like I say here, Shining is a continuous negate as long as they target him. Only way to get around that is Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon and Tyrant off the field. Again, it's very hard to pull off. It is. Like, because with Shining on in the next format, which is this video, and Jet Dragon on, now you can't Mirror Force him. The only one who dies when Mirror Force goes off is Jet Dragon. Because when the effect goes off, Jet Dragon's on. Jet Dragon will get destroyed. And then you have to knock Tyrant off the field to go around Shining, which, good luck. Because you're going to have to use an effect that lets you target him and flip him back to hand. Or target him and destroy him if you get Jet Dragon off. Because, again, this is really hard to do. And if I have True Light on with, you know, the Blue Eyes Tyrant on, you're not going to be able to destroy it by destroying True Light, which is a great thing to see. So, I mean, I have that there too. So, like I said, I'm not a big fan of them. Let's see. Here we go. I talk about the hand traps. I said, now hand traps. I'm not a big fan of them, which I'm not. But I had to run one in this deck. I'd probably run Imperm, which I would because it's a trap, and I can use it straight from the hand. And it can't be negated, unless if you have a counter trap in this. But currently, I don't because I have Great Digger's Trap Pull. Might add Called by the Grave or Cross It Designator. All good hand trap defense in my personal opinion. And he said, most importantly, normally because you run other Blue Eyes targets or other targets than the Blue Eyes. Regardless of that, run 3 Melody, 3 Alternative. Before running 3 Alternative, 2 enough are consistently searchable. Again, we are not searching for this card, we're drawing into it. Like I was trying to tell you, like we're drawing into this card. We don't care about it. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. The most important part of this thing, what we are trying to do. Let me get them all out here, so I can show you. This is what we're looking for right here. This is why we don't run a third copy. We're looking for the 3 Blue Eyes and the 2 Alternatives. The third one, it's if I get it. Literally. We are looking for those 5. If we get those 5, we've got it. Everything is good. We can literally keep bouncing these on. You can bounce on 4 Blue Eyes monsters in 2 turns. You can go mine, yours, mine, yours, mine. So in 3 turns, all 5 could be on the field if Piercing the Darkness stays and they can't bounce them. I have done that before. This deck pops off like never before. It's kind of hard to beat Blue Eyes when you can't get him off the field. That's how I go about this. Like, it's really hard to beat Blue Eyes when you can't stop him. So that's also why I run the Shining, because Shining is a very good Blue Eyes card. Yeah, he's got a pretty hard effect, which is the alternative. you have to, or alternative, Jesus, I'm stuck in alternative land now. Which is the, freaking, if I can remember what the hell I'm trying to say. Shiny, which is his ultimate summoning. Like, that's his hardest part. You know. And he didn't reply after this. I'm sure that he's seen it by now. But here again, I go ahead and I tell him, you know, yes, very true, I run 3 alternatives because my goal is not to pull them, but running into it by drawing cards with Piercing the Darkness. And then discard it, activate True Light, and load the board with Blue Eyes monsters like I just said. Because he is in the field or in the graveyard, he is Blue Eyes White Dragon. The more the better, especially when your opponent banishes your cards. Which does happen. I have played against Eldritch decks. I have learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In the new format off of an Eldritch deck. So, yes, I do agree. Like I said, the 3 melody is not a bad idea, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Because I get what I want most of the time, so I don't think 3 is going to really make a big difference. Again, like the deck is already like crazy enough as it is. February can't roll around soon enough because, man, it's gonna go off. I mean, it is gonna go off. And I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this video up with one more comment section. If there is one for it. I don't know if there is or not. If not, then we will review the video. And that one is the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician support. Go ahead and pause it. Ah, there is one. Okay. Me and him talked for a little bit that I know of. Let's see, this is Shadow Knight 226. Shadow Knight 226, I'm going to review our comments, so let's see here. He asked, is there a chance for Blue Eyes to be competitively viable? Yeah, it is competitively viable. Again, I do run a version of it that is competitively viable, but in February it will be top tier, definitely. Like Blue Eyes is gonna be there, and it's gonna be a problem along with Dark Magician. He said, so is there a chance for it to be more than local competitive? Again, I have played with it at regionals. I have not played with it at YCS because YCS is where Drytron is my top tier deck. It just pops off in ways that Blue Eyes quite can't yet, but it will be. And I said, if you haven't seen my deck profile currently, I have a very competitive deck, which is the one I have up there, and I have taken down Tri-Brigades and Drytrons this year, but this new deck will take it above those metas entirely. That is very true, which is why I'm going over every single new card that comes out, so when these new cards do come out at the same time, I know what archetypes come out with Blue Eyes and Dark Magician's new cards, and I can combat them early. He says, let's go, and you take advantage of synchros like Blue Eyes. The synchro that attributes itself to summon another synchro. Yes. Yes, I do. Because it is a very, very good move, especially when they try to board wipe you, and they can't quite get rid of you. Because that's normally the move they make when they are stuck, they're in a hot box, and they're trying to get rid of your monsters. And then, basically, Azarize, he kicks right in, standby phase right after the draw, and he summons Blue Eyes. And if you still got Piercing the Darkness on, you're drawing another card, which is very, very good. So, there yet again. Let's see. Yeah, just going over everything. Glad to see that you guys are liking everything up. You guys are viewing the video. Glad to see that these things are happening. Actually, what is my deck profile at now? Because I've been watching it for a few days. 498. This is actually like the most popular video I have on YouTube. As you can see, it's in my popular uploads. But like, I'm very impressed with that because I came out with this one 2 years ago, which I used to be a PokeTuber. Used to. I don't really PokeTube anymore. If you guys want me to, leave it in the comments down below, but I really don't do it anymore. I'm more of like Yu-Gi-Oh now. Like my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is more popular in general. Like it's not just like one thing either. It's like Dark Magicians, mostly Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. People really like my deck profile, which I'm glad you do because I worked really hard on that deck. If you guys have not seen my zombies, you can watch these, but they're they are meta decks, but they're not very competitive right now. I've got to adjust them entirely. If you guys have any feedback on like cards that should be in it and cards that should be out of it, leave that in the comment on that video because I would love to read it and go over it and see like different cards that I could try in those decks. Learn how to build a really good Eldritch deck because that's what this is. I think it was this one, but it wasn't a Infinitrack. It was a Infinitrack. If you watch it, I literally go against that Blue Eyes deck that I've been talking about for about a week now, since I started doing this Yu-Gi-Oh content on my YouTube channel, and literally got freaking wiped in the first turn. It was funny as fuck. I swear. You can go and watch it. It's funny as hell. But again, glad you guys are like watching my videos, liking them up. I think this has like 30 likes on it or something. 33 now. Get it with a best drop. Okay, we get it. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys liking and viewing my content because that means a lot to me, and that makes me really want to continue to do this so that we can kind of like make something out of this, and I can get you guys the newest, latest cards when they are announced and what they will come out in. Obviously, I don't have like every bit of intel, but when I do get informed, I will go over it. Obviously, I go over Blue Eyes and Dark Magician more than anything. Tomorrow, I plan on doing an EDO video of like I'm trying to think of the best way to say this, but basically, Basically, we're just gonna be playing online. I'm gonna use that Blue Eyes deck. Might use the Dark Magician deck. I'll just depends, personally. But I do think that it's good, and you guys will really enjoy that video because I'm literally gonna go online, see how many people I can get to quit. Because everyone I play, they hate getting beat by Blue Eyes, and I would love to just run Blue Eyes and just see how many people I can get to quit, because I know they're going to. But stay tuned for that, and I got more news coming out shortly after or before this video. So again, thank you all for subscribing, commenting, and liking the videos. That's why I'm making this video, is because of you guys. Really appreciate it. We have had, I think, 8 people subscribe to the channel since I started doing this. So we're going to keep doing this because I enjoy it, and I think you guys do too. But this is all the time I have for the video today. I'm Pierce Nation, and I'll see you in the next video. Pierce Nation out.